Hey everybody, how's it going? Good, I hope. I know I'm late. This eye was swollen shut for like 2 days. You can still probably see a little bit of it's awful. So today we're doing videos that caught my attention. So here we go.
Today I asked my students during baking their most favorite conspiracy theories, and this is what we've come up with. 3-Eye Atlas is aliens.
I believe that.
I think so too. Soylent Green is consuming people.
Absolutely.
The Simpsons are right. Whatever that means. Queen Elizabeth was a man. There are no red or blue in the government. It is us against them. Area 51 doesn't have aliens. It is experiments on people.
And Plum Island.
The moon landing was filmed in a movie studio. Drones started the fires in California and Hawaii.
I believe that.
Charlie Kirk is alive. Antarctica is a secret sub-Earth.
I believe that.
I don't know what that means. Denver Airport is the headquarters of the Illuminati. While there has been a government shutdown, there is no chemtrails. We live in the Matrix because he has never seen a Chinese person pumping gas or pregnant.
I don't know about that one. I have a friend that's Asian, and I've seen her pump gas. So, you know. Okay. Oh, Pizza Wars. If you haven't seen this on TikTok, you have to go watch Pizza Wars. It's amazing. I had to turn the volume all the way off on this video because of the music and the copyright, you know. But these people are amazing. I've never been fascinated with people making a pizza before. But now I am. Here we are. We gotta turn the volume all the way down. Watch these guys. It's really cool while they're doing it to the music. Just go watch it. Go watch Pizza Wars. Absolutely amazing. I absolutely love these guys. Sorry about the sound, but I had to mute it. Oh, Misha. I love him so much.
I'm going to be crying about this for days. I took myself out for a solo lunch today, and there I was, eating my BLT, minding my own business, and an elderly, very elderly couple sit down next to me. Y'all, they were so cute. He pulled out her chair for her. They were holding hands across the table. He took out his cell phone and he took a picture of her and he said, "You're the most beautiful woman in this restaurant." I couldn't help myself. And I said, "Excuse me, you two are so inspiring, and I just hope that me and my husband get to experience the kind of love that you two clearly have for each other." And this man says to me, "Well, it's easy to love the perfect lady." So we're making small talk, and then he tells me that she actually lives in assisted living because she's sick and he can't take care of her by himself. And then my already fragile heart completely shatters when he says, "We actually used to come to this restaurant every Wednesday for a lunch date, but now we can only get out when she's feeling well enough, and they're becoming less and less frequent." So I quickly told him to not let me take up any more of their precious time and to enjoy their lunch. So then I finished my lunch and I'm packing up my stuff I've paid, and the guy goes, "It was really nice to talk to you. I think you and your husband are going to make it for the long haul." Y'all, the way that I ran to the host stand as fast as I could, and I got them a $1,000 gift card, and I wrote a little note, and I said, "To many more lunches."
I love him. He's a wonderful, wonderful person. Wow. What a sweet story.
If men didn't exist, the world would be perfect. It would be pretty calm and peaceful.
Society would cease to exist if we didn't have men. Okay.
Calm and peaceful. Yeah, that's 2 words for how it could be, but I have a better 2 words for how it would most likely be. Chaos and pandemonium.
Yes.
For without men to complain about, most women would just most likely turn on each other.
Men ruin everything.
Do they? Well, without men, most of the world's infrastructures would actually fail to exist.
Yes.
Because there's not a lot of women that are willing to actually put forth the work and physical labor that would be required to maintain everything that we've become accustomed to.
Like, just imagine a life without men. That would be a dream come true.
Yeah. Let's just take a moment and think about what a world would look like completely and only populated by women. Yeah, it really doesn't seem so much like a dream world. It actually more closely resembles something like a nightmare.
I agree. God, I love Lady J. I love people with common sense. And she just gave him a dose of it. Yeah, we would be in dire straits without men. We truly would be. Do you guys know who Livonia is? If not, she has just left the Amish community, but she is giving out recipes, including how to make butter. You know, and it's fascinating. I love this woman. Just, people pick on her because she has direct eye contact with the camera at all times, but I just love her.
A couple of days ago, I sent my husband to Walmart to get some whipping cream because I wanted to make something with whipping cream. And he came back with half a gallon of heavy whipping cream. So today we're going to make some butter. Now, when I was growing up, we never bought butter, so we always had to make it ourselves. But we did not use a KitchenAid stand mixer to do it. We always used a hand crank butter churn. Let's get this thing started and see how long it takes.
A whipping cream bowl. I don't have a KitchenAid mixer, so I'm gonna try to whisk it. Let's see how long it takes me.
It's currently at 12:30. I'll show you the time again once it's done. This is starting to separate now. I'm gonna take it up and we're gonna scrape the sides down. And if you don't have a cover for your KitchenAid, which I don't, you might want to cover it with a top because this is gonna splatter around a lot in the beginning when you start whisking it. This is how it looks. It's all stiff already. And I'm assuming if you follow me, you probably know how butter is made, but just in case you don't, just take cream, whip it up, it goes into whipped cream, and then it separates, and you get buttermilk and butter, and then you take the butter out of the buttermilk, which we're doing right now, so stick around and you can see the process.
All right, so I'm right at the 50-minute mark, and it's really starting to thicken up. But again, I'm not using a KitchenAid mixer. I'm using a whisk myself. I'm just stirring it.
This is definitely turning into butter very fast. You can see it's already separated, but it still needs to churn for a little bit in order to turn into real butter. Okay, we have butter. Most of it got caught in the beater, so it'll be fun getting that out. Make sure you fish out all the little butter pieces that are in the buttermilk. And it's only 1 o'clock, so that took about 30 minutes.
All right, that all took right at an hour to whisk it myself. Now I'm gonna just do like she did and knead it into a ball. But once it started separating from the water, it was or from the buttermilk, it was really quick. So it definitely thickened up really quick. But it took forever to whisk it like that.
I'm gonna pour my buttermilk into this jar, and I'm gonna keep this buttermilk to bake in the future. I don't know what I'm gonna bake, maybe some pancakes or something. I dug all the butter out of the whip, so now we're going to form this into a ball. And you kind of do this the same way you do when you're kneading bread dough. This is how much it is, and you can already see I got some buttermilk out. So we're gonna knead as much of the buttermilk out as we can. And then once you have as much of the buttermilk kneaded out as you can, we're gonna wash it, which means putting water in, and we're gonna start kneading it in that water. And as you can see, the water's getting cloudy now. So we're gonna change this water, and we're gonna knead it again with clean water to see if it gets cloudy again. You wanna go on kneading until the water doesn't get cloudy. You might have to change it up to 5 times. Alright, this water is basically not cloudy anymore, so this is the last one I'm gonna do. drain your water off the butter, the last of your cleaning water. And now your butter's gonna have water in it, so we have to knead all of the water out. Once you have all of the water kneaded off, you can just leave it like this and have unsalted butter, but I always like to salt my butter, and it takes about a teaspoon of salt per pound of butter, so I'm gonna knead that in too. Now that I have it all done, the salt is all kneaded in, the water is all kneaded off, I'm gonna put it into my container. And when I was growing up, we used to use a hand crank butter churn, and we would churn a gallon of cream at a time, and we'd get around 3 pounds of butter from that gallon of cream. And
Wow. Isn't she amazing? If you ever run out of butter, here you go.
Where do you take someone who's been injured in a peekaboo accident? The ICU.
Oh my God, I love them. I love them. Oh, this is ninjas or butterflies. Okay.
You guys get that little news clip from President Biden when he was in Texas referring to the roofs?
Yeah. Areas that are burned to the ground. You'll see in the midst of 20 homes that are just totally destroyed, one home sitting there because it had the right roof on it.
There's like a sheriff in the background who just kind of did like one of these like...
Why would he even say anything like that?
I don't know.
Why would you say anything about roofs?
Maybe Joe Biden watches our podcast.
Joe! He was probably our 1 million subscriber.
Playing devil's advocate, though, what else could that possibly mean?
I don't know. Maybe they have flame designs. Yeah, that's like fireproof.
Fireproof? Kirk
Cameron.
Thank God.
He is fireproof.
Yes, he is.
I thought that was weird.
He did say that. And there was conspiracy about the color blue on roofs. You remember that? Wow. I do love ninjas or butterflies. I love these people. Cool.
That's all for this one, guys. I love you. Like and subscribe, okay? All right. Bye.